With the transfer season in full swing, here is a video that explains to you the transfer process that clubs follow in signing their players. So here are 5 steps that all the clubs do follow when signing players. The first one is scouting. Now, this is collecting of the player's detailed statistics analysis. It can be done by watching videos, talking to the family and friends, talking to the agents of the player, and those kinds of things. Many clubs these days don't do physical scouting. They use computer programs in analyzing these players rather than do the physical scouting. This is normally headed by the head of recruitment or director of football in conjunction with the manager. After the club has identified the player they are interested in, the second step is the bid. So this is where the club now submits official formal written offer for a player, which will be considered by the selling club. This can be done in 2 ways. One, either submitting a written offer directly to the selling club, or the club can also use trusted agents and third parties to act on their behalf. Once the selling club accepts the bid and indicates that the player is for sale, we go to the third step. So step number 3 is negotiations. There are 3 layers of negotiation. The first one, of course, is negotiation between the 2 clubs, the buying club and the selling club, about the transfer fee. The second layer of negotiation is the buying club and the agent about the player's demands. Issues arising here can relate to salary, bonuses, sometimes also personal and social considerations. Players rarely get involved in this. It is handled by the agent alone. The only time the player comes up is probably just to meet the manager and discuss how they fit in at their potential club. The third layer of negotiation is the buying club and the agent about the agent's fee. Once that is all agreed, we go to the 4th step. The 4th step is the medical. Normally, this is done by the signing club, mostly at the training ground. Some players do fail the medicals, but it is not the end for them. Some clubs can decide to take them in even if they did not pass the medical, particularly if they believe it is a short-term issue. Say, for example, if a player has an injury for 2 weeks and the club is signing him for 5 years, they can decide to take him in still because it is a short-term issue. After the medicals are done, now the final part of the transfer process is the work permits. This is needed for any player over 16 years who doesn't own an EU passport. So the club agrees to sponsor the player to be in the UK. A certificate of sponsorship is produced by the club and submitted to the FA. The FA will grant the work permit if the player has played 75% of competitive games for the FIFA-ranked top 70 nation over the past 2 years. Failure to that, the application will be rejected. A club may appeal if their first application is rejected, with a panel convened to establish whether, in its view, the player's transfer will benefit the game to the relevant country. So those are the 5 steps followed in any transfer process. Thank you and stay informed. See you on the next video.